Hey listeners, you're listening to the Midnight Readers podcast. Grab some tea, a midnight snack, and cuddle up in bed as we dive deep into today's most popular fantasies, sci-fi, and mysteries. We're your hosts. I'm Lily.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Christy.
This season we'll be discussing the cultural phenomenon that influenced the entertainment industry for generations with its cult following. That's right. Hold on tight, spider monkeys. We're headed to Forks.
When you can live forever, what do you live for? This podcast. You live for this podcast. Also, maybe the vampire who takes a shine to an innocent girl. Welcome to Sparkle High. Let's go.
In this episode, we'll be discussing Book 4, Breaking Dawn, chapters 26 through 33, where we find out that Irina's big mouth gets the Cullens family in deep shit with the Volturi.
And for readers keeping up, that is now day 0 from mentioning poop. Before we get into it, this is your warning for major spoilers ahead. This includes potentially all Twilight materials, including the movies, interviews, and companion books. We're also avid fans of the Moss universe and might accidentally let spoilers slip for other popular romantasy book series as well. Starting in advance, like the other seasons, this podcast is rated R, so be warned.
Also, a friendly reminder to please like, subscribe, and follow. You can find us on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also join our growing community on Patreon for bonus content and more.
All right. Well, last we left off, Bella was in a bit of a bliss. She was enjoying her new life as a vampire. And as far as we knew, the most complicated thing that she was going to have to face was telling Charlie about, I guess, little roly-poly. Not really that she's a vampire, but just that things are different and that she's here and she's going to stay here without telling him everything. But we come back to our series with Charlie saying, you know what, maybe we're going to keep this amongst ourselves. We're not going to tell Renee any of this. And we also find out that in the meantime, Sue has been feeding Charlie.
So stupid.
I'm sorry, but at the beginning of this book, I swear to God he could cook for himself. I swear to God.
Maybe he couldn't. Maybe we're to assume that before she got there that Sue regularly cooks for him and he is completely and utterly incapable of taking care of himself. And
I know.
She had a husband at the beginning.
Yeah, but maybe we just overestimated how good of a guy Charlie was.
Maybe, or maybe Stephanie Meyer thinks that men can't take care of themselves. I don't know. I'm very confused as to why Charlie also always has to have a woman feeding him.
Go get fucking pickup. Go to McDonald's.
I mean, he said he can feed himself.
Forks have a McDonald's.
Probably. Everywhere has a McDonald's.
He did live for at least 3 years without a woman.
I mean, maybe not, though. Maybe he did have help and was not capable of taking care of himself at any point. Maybe that's why Renee left his ass.
He's useless.
Yeah, he really is.
It says in the illustrated guide, though, that she left him because he refused to leave his ailing parents and moved somewhere sunnier.
Yeah, like he was actually taking care of his parents.
But that was just in book 1. So when she wrote that explainer book, was it really for Twilight or all 4 books?
It's for all 4 books.
It's for all of them. It even tells some things that we don't get to know. Like at the end of this book series, Garrett and Kate they're interested in each other.
Sort of an item.
I like Kate.
In the illustrated guide, it says that they start dating. They go back to Alaska and start dating and
oh no,
whatnot.
Well, we also find out that Charlie seems to be pretty taken with Renesmee. She looks a little bit like Bella, according to him.
Although he is very grudgy about the need to know thing. I'm like, those are your rules, dude.
Yeah.
Your rules. And he's like,
it's
complicated. Need to know. Why is it?
It's complicated. He knows that the more he knows, the worse it's going to be. Like, he's like, you know what? I don't need to know. I don't need to. It's kind of like that fighting instinct. Like, you want to know, but you're like, ugh.
But truly, the thing is, if he actually knew, it's probably less crazy than what he is thinking in his head. It might actually be like, oh, well, that's not so bad.
Maybe.
I mean, there's vampires. That's it.
Yeah, but then the Volturi, the Volturi would deem him an unnecessary risk and he needs to die. That's what happened to Bella.
Of course. We also find out that her middle name is Carly.
Girl needs to stop sticking people's names together.
Carlisle and Charlie.
All right, Bennifer.
My thing is, Carly is somewhat of a better name than Renesmee.
It is. But see, that's a shipping thing. It will always be a shipping thing for romance partners. So literally her daughter is I'm gonna stick my mom's together and my dad's.
It's just...
And I'm getting hot with my mom's ex-boyfriend.
Oh my God. Imagine how she'll feel about it later in life, is my thought.
Oh my God, you would be so fucked up. Your love map would be so...
That would make me so mad. Honestly, she's probably going to hate them later in her life. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that would be serial killer status at that point. Maybe they should go ahead and take her out.
Oh my gosh. Rachel was talking to me about the previous episode, and she was like, why didn't they just cut her out at a reasonable time? And I was like,
for real?
Do you think that I have a logical answer for that? Like, I can answer that. I can give you what might be a reasonable answer, but is it gonna make any fucking sense? No. like that whole section where Bella's just dying is insane.
Well, especially considering the fact all she went through to have Nessie. And yet, once she has popped out of that shithole,
she didn't care anymore.
She doesn't fucking matter anymore. She's like this useless thing that it seems like Stephenie Meyer doesn't know what to do with. And it just, I don't know.
She's constantly giving Renesmee to the other people around her.
And she literally says, like, Bella is all super happy and whatnot. And she's like, days are for Roblox and nights are for fucking my husband.
She's just living her best life.
Yes, except for she doesn't want to wake up in the fucking morning and go to Nessie. She wants to stay with Edward. She doesn't want any, it's kind of sad. She forgets Christmas.
I mean, to be fair, she's been through a lot in the last couple of weeks,
And to be fair, I've forgotten Christmas too, so I can't judge.
No. But no. This is her child's first Christmas. I get more excited at my cat's first Christmas than she did.
I mean, it's not like your child's gonna, well, she will. A normal child wouldn't remember the first Christmas.
But even not, you still dress them up and it's all fun and like, they don't remember it, but you do.
Yeah.
And it's an important milestone, like any first holiday for your kid. But she's like, hey, I got her a little something. That's fine.
Like, it's whatever.
And even Edward is like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, fuck, we have a kid.
I love that Emmett has been messing with her because they didn't destroy the cottage. I'm like, is that normal for vampires? Are we typically destroying buildings when we have sex? What are y'all doing in there?
I mean, Buffy and Spike.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, what?
They brought that shit down.
They brought that building down.
Oh yeah. Although, spoiler.
I was about to say, hold on, wait a minute. I just want to see that episode. What?
That was one of the very first episodes that I was
gosh.
introduced to. When flipping through channels, I saw that and I was like...
You're like, wait, rewind.
Stop.
Yeah.
But in order to get back at him, she challenges Emmett to an arm wrestling challenge in which she absolutely decimates the boulder below both of them. And Emmett's like, I want a rematch. Okay, get in those rematches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might want a rematch in like 10 years. But she goes crazy on the like, wah, oof, wah.
The ninja moves.
And even her child is like, Mama's funny.
Mama doesn't love you.
Oh my God. You're killing me.
Well, I mean, to be fair, literally seconds later after she's like, oh, she laughed, yay. Then she like sparkles and then she gets distracted by Edward's face. Seeing it in the sun for the first time.
Yeah, and Bella's like, this is amazing. I was made to be a vampire. This is my calling.
And I'm looking at the most beautiful thing in the world.
Looking at Edward. Not your daughter.
Not her daughter.
And Edward, I think Edward says the same thing. He's like, yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, okay.
Well, we do find out a couple of things. We find out that Quill and Embry have finally joined Jacob's pack.
Which I did not remember. Yeah. I was like...
I didn't either.
And Sue has started looking after Charlie, like we said. They all have this weird little family.
Bound chicka wow.
I definitely think something's going on there. Seth and Leah have been hanging out a lot because Sue has been hanging out a lot with them. Bella is closer with the family than ever before, especially with Jasper, because apparently she's so happy Jasper wants to be around her. And my thought was, this explains why Alice is his mate, because Alice is always crazy and happy. You know what I mean? She's always super peppy.
That's what I was laughing at. He's like the OG energy vampire.
Literally. Yeah. That's actually true. Oh my God. Renesmee is now able to speak on occasion, though she seems to prefer communicating through the memories. She has been growing so much that it's starting to scare them. She can also sort of read, and she's too good for picture books. She's reading Tennyson. She's reading Shakespeare.
Because, you know, we have to be all sophisticated and
she's too good. She's better than other babies. She's progressing beyond other children.
Which isn't that odd though? Because isn't one of the things of parenthood where they say, oh, they grow up too fast. And so Stephenie Meyer has kids, but it seems like she does not enjoy the kid stage, that she is trying to hurry to get her to adulthood so she knows what to do with her.
Maybe it's because she wants to write the rest of the story. The way that she has redacted grow up within months is probably just to get her out of the way, because Bella just had to get married and have a child. That was the only requirement. She doesn't really want to raise her.
No, and you notice that it's Alice and Rose that are documenting everything for her, taking pictures and documenting her babyhood and everything like that. It isn't her parents.
They're too busy fucking.
Yeah. They're like still in their honeymoon phase. And you know, at some point when Edward is telling the Denali clan, this is my child, I was reading it and I was like, it is so weird that he says, I'm the father. And for me, I don't believe him. I'm like reading it and I'm like, something about it's not clicking.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're the father? If we're going on Maury, what's it? Jerry Springer. I want a DNA test right now.
That he is the father. I know that. But it just seems like something is not clicking vibe-wise for him to be a parent.
I think he is the biological father. He is not the dad.
Yeah. It's just really weird. If anything, Jacob is being the parent. I'm just saying, he is.
I mean, you're
Rose,
not wrong.
Alice, Jacob.
But, I mean,
Carly on occasion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Granddaddy. Well, even when they go into the forest, there's that part that says he yanked it. Jacob going after Renesmee. He yanked his t-shirt off as he charged after her into the forest, already trembling.
Christy.
Ew.
Oh my God. I didn't write that shit. That's Stephenie Meyer.
Well, he's trembling because he's about to turn into a wolf, not for any other reason.
I get
clear.
that, but still, it is gross.
Okay, at the same time, literally, Stephenie Meyer put it in the illustrated guide that this girl was born with the brain of an adult, can process things the way an adult can.
Yeah.
Feels things the way an adult can. So every time she says, this is my Jacob, I'm like,
it's weird. It's so weird.
Ew.
I don't care what you write into your book to make it make more sense for you. It's still weird. And it's going to be weird until we're done reading it. it's still weird.
Even when she's an adult, it's gonna be gross.
Yes, yeah.
And then there was one part where she wrote that Jacob looked at Renesmee with longing, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't care if it's longing to hold her or anything, or don't look at a child with longing.
I'm good. That's weird.
For imprinting, once they get, like, say they get married and they're all together and stuff like that, do they still want to have it where they can't be away from each other for more than a few minutes?
Seems to be like that.
For the rest of their lives?
I mean, Edward and Bella are experiencing that. Literally, she's like, I'm going to go to the cottage. And he's like, I can't be away from you for 2 seconds. So, and she's like, please give me 30 seconds, even though I know it will hurt that you will be gone away from me out of my sight for 30 seconds. He waits 13 seconds. That's because he can't wait anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be implied that way.
Their desperate need for each other is disturbing. Like, as an independent person, as a person who really just needs independence and needs space, their desperate need for each other is just
super
so
dependent.
Disturbing.
They're just super codependent on each other.
Yeah.
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 But back to our discussion of what's going on. Alice has a vision that Jane and Alec are on the way to check on Bella because they haven't been informed. But apparently Alice mailed the announcement to the Volturi that Bella had changed, and Aro responded.
Well, they sent the announcement for the wedding, but it doesn't necessarily say that she changed. They just said, here's a wedding invitation.
Fair. I don't know what it said, but he responds back and says, I can't wait to meet the new Cullen, Mrs. Cullen, and he sends her a beautiful gold necklace housing a diamond the size of a golf ball.
Which is apparently part of the royal jewels. So they say.
That would be annoying to wear.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I know, right? Like, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of that?
I mean, you're doing some aerobics and that could take an eye out.
Why would you be doing aerobics wearing necklace? I don't know about you, but when I exercise, I take my jewelry off. Not that I wear jewelry.
Yes, but this is Bella. She may want to show off her bling.
Oh my God.
She didn't even want the ring to begin with. The wedding ring.
I think she just says that.
Bella is she's just so like, I don't need it. It's fine. And then like when she gets it, she's like, I'm so happy.
I mean, when she found out that her ring was diamond, she got upset about it.
I just mean things in general. Like, she didn't want the wedding, but then when she got the wedding, she was like, "Okay, this is really nice."
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
this is actually pretty cool.
She's quick to tell people she doesn't want things,
although she still doesn't want the. Is it a Jaguar?
The Ferrari.
Ferrari. A Ferrari.
Which, honestly, Ferrari. I get that. I do get that. It is very not Bella.
I kind of like my little tiny hybrid.
Yeah, I totally get where she's coming from. But we also find out that Bella has been trying to convince Edward to let her go by herself to the Volturi and prove that she's changed. But Edward is like, no, I don't like that idea. But her reasoning is that she's the only one whose mind they can't read. So there's no way they could find out about little Rigatoni if she goes alone. But if she goes with the family, then that'd be a different story.
Throughout this entire section, Edward just makes stupid, irrational decisions.
A lot of it is just him telling her she can't do something. That's really all it is.
Like I said, stupid, irrational decisions.
This is 4 books of that.
Yes. It's a lot of Bella wanting to sacrifice herself for some unknown reason. And Edward going, I don't want you to do that. You're not allowed to do that. Like,
and yes, I think it's stupid that she is still continuing to self-sacrifice. But when she's like, okay, teach me how to fight, because if it does come down to a fight, I should at least have a fighting chance.
Smart.
And he's like, you know what? You're right. It's logical.
I can't
but no,
do it.
I
can't do it.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
I know.
I would rather you be defenseless because my ego can't handle this.
Well, didn't he say something to the effect of, just the thought of like thinking in a way of trying to kill you is just too much. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it's just like, you don't have to try to kill her.
Don't think of it that way. Yeah. And don't think of it that way. Think about it as I am teaching my wife to protect herself so that when I'm not there to protect her, she can do it herself.
Yeah. He doesn't care about that.
Yeah. He's just super dramatic about everything.
Both of them, they really actually do deserve each other.
They do. They really do.
In the most punishing ways possible.
But do we deserve them?
No, we don't.
Because God help.
We don't. We do not.
Speaking of people that deserve each other, Renesmee and Jacob are actually out.
Okay.
I take it back. They're having a competition to hunt, which helps her stay on track because she doesn't like to eat or drink animal blood. And
I mean, she isn't wrong. They could save the animals and the people by just getting donated blood.
I mean,
I'm
true.
Just saying.
Or just eat people.
Chrissy's like, just kill people. It's not that big a deal. There's too many of them anyway.
Right?
But while they're out hunting with the baby, Irina is out there, for which she comes to apologize about being a hateful bitch. And yet, what happens is she sees that baby and she assumes immediately, she's like, they're crazy! And then she just like runs off to tell the Volturi.
I told you they should have killed her.
The funny thing is that in the illustrated guide, it says that Irina developed these feelings for Laurent, and Laurent did not feel the same. And so she is made an enemy and like bitching, and she gets some consequences all because of a man who doesn't even love her back.
Here's my thing. My question is, out of all of the vampires in the world, are there really so few immortal children that just the sight of one is enough to assume the devil spawn? You know what I mean? It really is hard for me to believe that they live in a world where vampires are everywhere and there's not an immortal child that isn't like, I don't know, wrecking towns and massacring people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of hard for me to understand.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just feel like I get that the idea is that immortal children are supposed to be instinct driven and they're harder to teach because they're children and like I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I get that, but put that shit on a leash. Like,
yeah,
it's not that fucking hard.
I mean, they make leashes for a reason.
They do.
But they all decide that they need to go to Brazil and talk to the Takuna people because Carlisle and Edward, and I can't remember who else was doing research. Maybe Jasper or maybe Jacob. They just can't find out anything about this half vampire, half human baby. And they're like, okay, we got to go back to the source, which is
funny because Bella did a Google search and didn't she come up with something about vampire babies?
I thought it was immortal children, though, not half vampire, half human babies.
Maybe.
It's hard not to think of them as babies, though.
Yeah.
I mean, once you say immortal children, you still think like tiny toddler vampire armies.
Well, immortal children are.
Like the babies, though, that were turned.
Yes.
Right, like crazy toddlers.
Yeah, they are crazy toddlers. But, I mean, like...
Could you imagine an army of 2-year-olds?
Jesus Christ, I would surrender. No. Nope.
Oh my God,
Those are fucking vicious.
Speaking of an army of 2-year-olds, I wanted to revisit this briefly because when we were talking about that scene where Edward and Jacob are discussing Bella and how she can have puppies, I just wanted to bring this up because we didn't bring this back up.
Oh, yeah.
And later you told me that the whole time you were thinking of actual dogs.
In that moment, for some reason, when he said the puppies, I was thinking like a basket of puppies. Like if she just wants puppies and not kids, like that's good too.
Like fur babies instead of.
I didn't realize until later that she meant wolf pup, like his baby.
I just think that's so funny because of course you would think, dogs are better anyway. Like,
I mean, I'd be right there with her.
Honestly.
Give me some kitties. I'd like some kitties.
Oh, that's cracking me up. But I just wanted to revisit. I was like thinking about that on the way home today. And I was like, oh, we never brought that back up. But
in his mind, I thought he just meant, I don't care what she wants. I don't care if she wants puppies. I don't care if she wants babies.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. I can just give her. And it didn't even occur to me that he meant wolf babies.
Yeah. That's why that's such a crazy passage. But like I said, they decide they're going to go back to Brazil so they can see if they can find out anything from the Chacuna people. Emmett and Jasper are kind of looking forward to the trip. They're all getting prepared to go. And Alice gets a sudden vision. She's like holding a vase and she drops it and it shatters everywhere. And everyone's like, what's going on? And she's still in the middle of the vision when this is all happening. And we find out that the Volturi are all of them, the guard and the women and the family are headed this way, not just Alec and Jane. Yeah. And
Santa Claus is coming to town.
What's the bad Santa Claus?
Is that Krampus or something?
Krampus. Yeah, there you go. That's what's coming.
Yeah.
Krampus is coming to town.
When does this episode come out?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
When does this episode come out?
It comes out next week.
Does it come out right before Christmas?
It comes out on the 23rd.
Right before Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yep. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler. So, yeah.
I love that Bella, when the flower dropped, she's like, oh, why didn't Alice catch that? I heard it drop. I could have caught it. And like,
she does have a moment of like, something bad must be going on because she definitely would have caught that vase. And I would know.
I love the reenactments we have.
Of me being Bella.
Well, for you and for Brittany. Brittany always does like the Valley Girl. Like it definitely like segues into Valley Girl for Bella.
Yes. She just immediately.
I didn't mean to, but
her voice always gets like really petty sounding. She's like, "Why didn't she drop that?"
That's where I'm going for.
Oh yeah.
But they realized pretty quickly that it was probably Irina that turned them in because they're like,
"Well, Bella does."
Of course.
They take a minute to be like, what's going
they're
on?
all like, why would the Volturi be coming? It doesn't make any sense. And then
how do they fucking survive?
Without Bella, I have no idea. They can't make any conclusions without her.
Nobody can survive without Bella. Not Renee, not Charlie, not the Cullens.
But
she comes into their lives and then they all of a sudden just can't take care of themselves.
Yeah. And they start to realize, oh shit, we got to figure something out. And that's how they come up with this idea that they're going to call everyone they know.
First they sit there until daybreak, just staring at each other, which I am imagining the most awkward fucking scene of just like, Edward, I'm going to lose you. We're all dead. I'm just going to drown in your eyes.
The chapter opens with her being like, we just stared at each other all night. I'm like,
for hours.
What? Not your child that they're coming for, but each other.
You didn't talk about stuff. You had all night and you didn't like talk about anything. You just laid there. Nope. You don't sleep. So like, what?
They just accepted that they were going to be doomed. And so they drowned in each other's eyes.
I just don't understand. But I mean, imagine not being able to sleep. Can you guys imagine?
No, I love sleep. I've talked about this before. It's where I have my other worlds that I get to visit.
And then I forgot to mention right before this, Alice starts freaking out that she can't see the future. And she grabs Jasper and they book it. And she's like, I'll be back. And then she's gone.
I don't think she was freaking out that she couldn't see the future. I think she saw something that made her go, I gotta leave before Edward sees this, because he's sitting there going, slow down. I can't get that. Can't get all that.
I didn't think of the fact that it could be Edward, but that makes sense. Yeah. I was thinking it was partially that she couldn't see, because I'm thinking she's putting things together super fast, but also she's having trouble seeing everything because currently Renesmee and Jacob are involved and they're nearby. And she has a harder time seeing all the pieces when they're nearby. So she was like, I'm going to go figure things out.
Doesn't make sense to me. Why, whether or not they're nearby doesn't negate whether or not they're in the vision. She's had visions of people perfectly fine with Jacob and Renesmee there, as long as it didn't involve them.
Right.
So I don't know if that's a fuck up.
That might just be
Stephanie
me.
Meyer.
I think that could just be me misunderstanding how Alice was.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
But maybe I don't know. Maybe. But Alice has left a note. She has left a note with Sam, who let her cross over their territory in the middle of the night, and she tells them to seek out the other vampires that they briefly discussed, and that she will be back. And
she doesn't say
it in the note. She says it when she leaves, though.
Well, she says, I'm going to go out into the woods, and then sneaks away. It's very much implied that she's not coming back.
Okay, so, but why? Answer me this, if you can. Why did she not just stop and tell the rest of them what was coming down the pipeline?
Because of Aro.
The idea...
Because he could see it, correct?
Yeah. So I think keeping the Cullens in the dark is, in her mind, the best idea in case, one, her and Jasper get caught, and then two, any of the other Cullens get caught. Because if they end up facing off with the Volturi before she can get back, they won't know her plans, whatever she's got going on that she thinks can help them, which you'll see, I think, later. But Bella kind of puts that together later whenever she has to go to Jay Jinx and this shitty lawyer and get these fake papers and stuff. And Bella's putting it together in her mind. She's like, oh, Alice knows that I'm the only person that can't be mind read. So she tells me some of the things that I can do to help, because nobody else will be able to do it without potentially putting their plans at risk, I guess.
But I mean, for her to do all that, she still tells Sam at least some of it. And they could read Sam.
She didn't tell Sam any of it. She just said, here, let me pass, and here's a note. Don't read it.
And he didn't read it.
And he got all uppity about, well, she ran?
He's assuming that she just abandoned them. And Jacob also thinks that.
Which they all do. They all do, kind of.
They question it. They're
all going like, Alice wouldn't do that. Alice wouldn't do that. But they're all also going, but wouldn't she? Wouldn't she? She kind of did. They're like, we understand that she is allowed to leave, but they don't question the fact that she is abandoning them when in reality she's not. And the fact that they doubt her a little bit pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all are supposed to be this so close that Chelsea can't break your bonds. But
But didn't it seem unnecessary? Because she could have gotten Bella by herself and told her, because Bella can't be read, and asked for her help. And
how would she get her by herself, though?
I mean, you never know.
13
Edward is always there.
13 seconds. They couldn't be apart 13 seconds.
13 seconds, but there would have been at least some moment where she could have.
She had to act quickly.
Gotten her.
Act quickly. Because there was only going to be so much time for her to get across the land and get going.
2 weeks. She had a month or something. Some wildly long amount of time.
It's a month before the Volturi comes, but she has to go to South America, talk to people, she also is the one that sent Peter and Charlotte, and she sent the Amazon coven.
I don't know. I just feel like this could have been done a little bit differently. So it didn't, like you said, where she didn't leave. And then they just accepted that, well, she left without, because it didn't sound like they thought, okay, she had a good reason to leave. She's protecting us in some way. Let's wait and give her a chance. It did sound more like, well, that's just Alice. Okay. You know?
And to be fair, if I remember correctly, and I could be really wrong about this, she wanted them to think that, because then Arrow, once he read their mind, would believe that Alice abandoned them.
Maybe to save herself. Maybe she wanted them to think she ran so that she wouldn't get stuck with the Volturi. You know what I mean? That Arrow couldn't take her or whatever. Arrow. I don't know what the right pronunciation is.
I think I've heard it both. It could be a potato moment.
Arrow is now a potato. Okay.
Basically, it's a, hey, by the way, if you kill this family, you're doing it for no reason because I'm not here and I'm not coming back.
But then doesn't that, because then it makes it sound like the reason he's coming in the first place is for Alice.
That is the main reason.
For Nessie. So if that's the case, why did she even need Nessie? Why not?
Because that's the way to kill the rest of the coven. That's his MO, is he finds covens that have somebody he wants. He goes, he accuses them of...
I mean, writing wise.
Well, he's got to look good for everybody else. The guard don't necessarily know that he's doing this to collect people.
Well, no, what I mean is, like, for Stephenie Meyer, why even bother with Nessie since she blatantly didn't want her in there in the first place? Why not build the story around the family protecting Alice and him coming up with something to try to get her? It's just...
I mean, that would have been a better story.
I mean, yeah, but the Volturi needed a reason to come after the Cullens, in which the Cullens are not guilty.
They have to feign. So the way that Arrow is setting this up is he's feigning that they're going to kill an immortal child, and that the Cullens have to be punished for making an immortal child. But the real reason is that he wants Alice, and he needs a cover story to tell everyone else that that's why they're going to kill all of the family.
So that they can still be good.
They can look people. Like...
So could Alice not come out to everybody and say, I do not want to be part of this? If I ever end up, it's because they have forced me into that life?
Maybe.
I mean, they talk about some Volturi, because when the Denali clan shows up, and what's the guy's name?
Eleazar?
Eleazar. He's talking about how he figured out that they were going after special people. Heidi, the woman who was going around getting food and bringing it back in New Moon, she was in a coven that actually included Victoria, which is a little too coincidental for me. I feel like, okay, I'm going off on a tangent here. Stephenie Meyer tends to like connect everybody, because it was really coincidental that James, the person who goes after Bella, also is the reason why Alice is a vampire. And that's one coincidence. And now you've got Victoria. It was also part of Heidi's coven, and she's the only survivor other than Heidi to make it out of this coven because the Volturi came for Heidi. And then there was also Dimitri is the first special vampire that Amun made. And
was he? Oh, I forgot about
Chelsea,
that. You're right.
Yeah. Chelsea managed to persuade him away. And I was like, there's way too many coincidental connections. For me, it's like the world is
too big for us to only have like 30 vampires.
Yeah.
There are way too many
connections.
Small town connections.
And how did Victoria survive? She is not a very strong vampire. She's not very smart.
Her
running.
Her special gift was surviving and running and escaping.
Yep.
What?
You must have missed that part.
When has that gift ever been used in any of these books?
There was a whole book of it.
In book one, she manages to evade Edward and the rest of the Cullens while he's hunting James because of her special gift.
Because they were idiots.
Because she is exceptionally gifted at running away.
She's real good at running away. That's what her gift is.
Isn't she in pieces now?
Yeah.
Huh.
Edward's ability to get underneath her skin was better than her gift.
Okay.
Anyway.
We'll just roll right past that one.
Yeah, anyway.
Just way too many coincidences. And I forgot what I was originally talking about before I went on this tangent.
We were talking at first about how Arrow comes in and takes people.
Yeah, Heidi was one of those people. She was she was also persuaded by Chelsea to join the Volturi and she was repentant about her misdeeds, which they just got accused of being too big.
Interesting.
How has the Volturi, 1500 years, how has the Volturi gotten to this point? I don't understand how you didn't have masses of other vampires that went to slaughter them. I mean, I get that they've got some special weapons, but you take a few of those out and then that's it. It just doesn't make sense that 1500 years and you wouldn't have had somebody go after them.
Well, the Volturi took out the Egyptian coven and the Romanian.
Yeah, so there were other groups that did attempt to take power from them.
What I'm saying though, but if everybody came together.
But when have vampires in this world worked together very well?
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. But what I'm saying is at some point there would have been such a threat that you would think that they would.
I don't think anyone cares about taking their power.
They also, to some degree, like Jasper and the Denali clan both respect the Volturi.
That's true, because I did make a note that Edward makes them sound just and peaceful and that only criminals would find them evil, which is a little terrifying.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like a governing body. They're supposed to be trustworthy. It's the fact that they're taking advantage of their power that is supposed to be the anomaly.
And yet it's the rule.
We are reminded when Bella asks Edward to teach her how to fight that Alec and Jane are the biggest contenders that they should worry about, which we already talked about their powers. Jane can make you feel pain in your mind. And Alec can take away all the senses, and so together they can do a lot of damage at one time.
Although, I wonder if they can work their magic on one person together. Because if you take away all the senses, then you can't feel pain.
Maybe not, but I don't think they would need to.
They wouldn't.
Hypothetically.
Like when you said together, I was like,
And then Bella tries to convince Edward to let her fight Alec because she has the mind shield, and he's like, no. Which I think is dumb.
How arrogant of Bella to be like, yeah, I can take on Alec. He probably hasn't learned how to fight. He's got this special gift. It's fine.
I just thought that was hilarious and very naive. They have been killing people for hundreds of years at this point. Do you think they haven't?
Yes, but they've been also doing it in a way that's like a wuss. Like they stand back and do it. They don't actually.
It's been working for them.
We don't know that, though.
I'm just saying, whatever they're doing has been working.
It has. It has, but if you can get close enough to slap him, he's probably going to go down like a bag of potatoes, Arrow style.
Are you sure?
Be careful. I'm pretty sure that's what Bella is thinking. She's like, if I could just get a hit in.
But I mean, listen, it's a good tactic. Just slap him real hard and run. And let's see if he goes down. And if he doesn't, then, run faster.
You just need a butter sock. Just a stick of butter in a sock. Just,
A butter sock?
Yeah.
I was thinking a rock, but actually butter sounds great.
My iCarly is showing.
Just, give him a nice little spanking and move on.
Spanking.
No, he might like that.
Oh, God.
He's
12 or something.
They're 12.
So then he's old.
Obviously.
He was a child then, maybe.
In terms of Renesmee and Claire, yeah.
But anyway, she has this hit list, and it's like Alec, and then Jane, and then Dimitri. And I'm like,
girl, what are you going to do?
you're not going to get past, you're going to take 2 steps towards Alec and somebody will take you out. Somebody will take you out hard.
Now, like you said before, Edward tells Bella that Eleazar used to be part of the Volturi Guard, and that's what we find out later why he knows so much about the Volturi. We also know that he can read vampire gifts, and when the Denali clan come to talk to them about Renesmee, that's when Eleazar tells them that.
Are
you laughing at clan?
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at your notes.
What are my notes?
Because
what?
You say Renesmee touches Carmen, showing her the truth of the memories. You'd think Eleazar would be more open to it since his gift is sending gifts.
I meant to say sensing gifts. But
I wonder how the sensing gift works. He immediately knows that Bella is a shield.
You're changing it.
He immediately knows that Bella is a shield, but does he know what she can do or the extent of her gift? Maybe the power level of her gift?
Because she has to tell him how it works. She's like, yeah, certain gifts work on me and some don't. And he goes, oh, so it's a mental shield. Chrissy's losing it.
And basically, he's just...
In my mind, I'm just picturing Eleazar on a computer on Amazon and like ordering shit and like being like place order and being all excited. That's his gift.
My one typo has done this. He's a really great gift giver.
He's like Martha Stewart.
He's a gift giver. He is the Martha Stewart of vampires.
Oh my god, he's Santa.
He is. He's Santa. Oh my god, he's Santa. Or would he be Krampus?
Yeah, maybe closer to, I don't know, does Krampus give gifts? I don't know enough about Krampus.
No, I'm pretty sure he gives like rebar up the ass or something.
Oh my god.
Oh,
okay,
man.
No Krampus gifts from Eleazar.
And then he'll like whip it out of their butt with some poop stuck to it and be like, poopsicle?
Girl, that's crazy. It has been 0 days.
It's been 0 days. It's been 0 hours. What are you talking about?
Restart the
0 minutes.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Anyway, so Eleazar is like a metal detector for gifts.
Sort of.
I'm just picturing him going
beep, beep,
beep,
beep, beep,
oh,
beep,
beep. You have a gift. You have a gift.
Okay, I'm sensing. Oh, there's one. There's one.
There's one. I don't know how far it is underneath the ground, but in this direction.
It looks like the size of a penny.
Dig in the sand.
Something about the digging in the sand. Something about him digging in the sand is killing me. Your little... Oh my god, Christy's little hands doing a little digging motion. Oh god, I'm crying.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh my god. Oh, sometimes I do wish we were a visual podcast because people need to see what is happening sometimes. Oh my god, I'm crying.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anyway. But she wins over back to little Rolaska talks. They they have to
Rolaska talk.
yeah, Ragnarok, her. they pimp her out to the Denali clan. They're like, all right, go on, girl, tell them. And then she does the little hand thing on Carmen's face, and Carmen's like, oh my God, mi baby linda. And then she's like, she's so pretty. And the Denali clan is very quickly won over.
Which, if I were Ratchety Anne, I would be annoyed by the end of it.
Yeah, trying to explain everything to everyone over and over.
Next.
I think she likes the attention.
It's the DMV of memories.
Yes.
Come get your memories.
I did think it was funny that Tanya was like, why the fuck are the wolves here, though?
I knew they were involved.
Yes. That's when Eleazar comments on how Bella is a shield. They determine that she is a mental shield only, and they give the example that Renata, who is Arrow's personal guard, seems to be more of a physical shield. But the hilarious thing is they're like, she's a physical shield, but then she uses your mind to physically shield Arrow. And I was like, so she's not a physical shield. Okay.
Yeah.
Is she the one that has to touch him all the time?
No.
Or is that Chelsea?
I don't think it's Chelsea. I don't know.
I don't know what you mean by having to touch him all the time. So
there's one of them that's like has to touch him, and they're like running around like touching him.
It might be Chelsea if she's trying to keep the bonds together, and I might have missed that. But we also find out that Kate has the ability to shock people like a little vampire taser.
It's great.
We already talked about that a little bit, but Kate's shock is also a mental ability, which Bella can block.
Yeah.
That was great, though.
I gotta say, when they were talking about Chelsea and how she can break any allegiance and bond other than a mate bond, and then Edward's like, well, abstaining from human bloods have allowed us to be more civilized and allowed us to create stronger bonds made out of love. And I was like, fuck you.
Whatever, like, Edward.
The self-righteous prickness of that one statement.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
if you think about it, the Denali clan were killing humans for a long time.
Oh. Yeah.
And they were very tied together.
Yeah. Calling each other sister. Yeah. They're very tight to their mother, who was never a animal drinker.
Yeah. So,
which is so much nicer. That's when you're actually more pleasant, is when you kill humans and not animals. When you kill animals, you can't create those bonds.
Yeah, we bonded by hunting people together. This one guy, he was totally screaming, and my sister...
This one time at band camp.
I love that Edward was like, if you remember, usually human-vampire relationships don't work out very well, do they, Tanya and Kate? And they were like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm just saying, I still can't get over the fact that when a guy, since again, Edward couldn't kiss Bella without potentially turning her, the fact that a guy sticks his dick in a female vampire and doesn't get turned.
According to Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher, the mouth venom is the only one that can turn you, supposedly, which I think is really crazy. Because when they injected Bella in the heart with venom, does that mean that was 90% spit? Yeah.
It was spit.
Yeah, you knew where I was going with that. Mm-hmm. So that venom that they directly shot into her heart, that was spit?
That was spit.
But that venom circulates around your body.
Yeah, girl, I don't understand it either.
It doesn't make any sense, especially since you're like, oh, my tears are venom too. And my eye juices are venom.
The more we discuss it, the less it makes sense. It makes no fucking sense. I don't care how many things she adds to the illustrated guide to make it make sense. Oh, I saw a comment that I thought you guys would think is really funny. I saw a comment that said it would have been more interesting if they were gargoyles. Because they're rock hard.
Store.
And they're not, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of spot on. Like, if they were gargoyles, that would kind of make sense in a lot of ways.
Gargoyle smut.
Yep. It's a thing.
The vagina caves would actually make sense in that aspect. And the little, marble dicks.
Yeah. Did you watch the video that I sent?
I started to, but didn't get a chance to watch it.
You guys gotta watch it. The one that I just sent before we started.
In the group chat.
In the video that I just sent, it's the video when someone asks Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher, how does she think that Edward is always hard because they're supposed to be like marble? And she is trying to explain it. And she goes, I like to think that because they're always hard, it's like a lever. And she's like starting to cry as she starts. She's like, I need to be compensated.
Okay, but think about it. When Bella was a human, she would always touch Edward and be like, his skin is so hard and it's like marble. So even if he was flaccid, he would still be hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is hard 100% of the time.
But that is curious. So she thinks it's a lever because otherwise it would just be sticking out all the time. And he would be pitching a tent wherever he went. So there has to be a way to lock it in place up on his belly, right? Or maybe between his legs, like towards the back.
Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher, this
through
is
his butt cheeks. Maybe it locks him through his butt cheeks.
like a drag queen that tucks it up in the back.
Sort of, yeah, but it would click in the back.
Clicks in.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Christy. Oh God, this has got to be canon. Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher, this is our formal request that you join us on an episode. We want to talk to you.
Yes.
Come tell us your thoughts. Is it a lever?
Oh, yes. I would love that.
How do female vampires have sex? Is there juice? Is it a dry cave? Or
is there venom?
Marble's pretty slick, though.
Oh, true. But you would still need something going on down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said a name and not instead of marble. And I was like, what? I was ready to hear you out, but I was like, wait, what? Didn't know that you swung that way, Christy.
No.
Okay. Anyways, back to them trying to sway all these other vampires to join them in facing the Volturi. We've already talked about the Denali clan. A couple of the other vampires that join them are the Irish clan that consists of Siobhan, Liam, and Maggie. Then we also have the Egypt clan, which is Amun, Kebi, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Benjamin, and Tia. And then we also have a few nomads. We've got Garrett, who seems to be fond of the Denali sisters. We've got Alistair, and then these two random people, Mary and Randall. We also...
Which we learn nothing about.
No, we don't hear anything about them at all. There's also Charlotte and Peter, who are Jasper and Alice's old friends. They were originally from the Mexican clan. And there's also two Amazonian women who arrive originally from a clan of 3, but only the 2 arrive, Zafrina and Senna. And we hear that Kachiri stays back with Alice in South America. Did I get everybody?
And
the the Romanians, which are Stefan and Vladimir.
They show up later.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say how unrealistic that everybody basically, even the people who don't want to touch little Roblox, they're all just accepting of this, and they completely 100% fall in love with this girl. And just, are you kidding me?
Most of them,
you are batting 100.
Keep in
Nobody.
mind, well, not everybody likes her, but
well, there's Amun and Alistair who refuse to touch her.
Yeah,
but pretty much anybody who does touch her falls in love with her.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds really bad.
She has a way of charming people somehow. I don't know what it is, but she can charm them. And
you know who else could charm people? Hitler.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I did not know where you're going with that.
We hate on that little demon spawn a lot, but Renesmee seems to be all right. She's not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not that bad. I'm just saying.
And actually, I feel bad for her.
There's something about somebody who is so likable and so lovable that makes me want to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But this is a baby, though. This is a baby. Like, she's a toddler.
Is she, though?
If she were not a toddler, I would be like, I'm suspicious. But because she's a child, I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. I feel bad for her. At this point, I actually kind of like her some.
A child in body
I kind of feel
only.
bad for her, too.
A child in body only. She's got the brain of an adult.
That does not change that she is a child, though. But no. I would like to say a couple things about our visitors, if possible. Brittany, what is your thought that you're holding in?
Just the language that she uses to describe everybody involved, including Jacob and all these new vampires, and it's disturbing on multiple levels.
Yeah, the Egyptians especially. I think that's what bothered me, because she said they had literally just the same hair color and pallor, and they could pass for a biological family. So you're saying that all blonde-haired white people are from the same family.
Can pass, as being...
Like you would see like that out in a crowd and think that they're family. Like, it's just so idiotic.
Basically, if I go ahead and dye my hair a dark brown / blackish, the three of us can be sisters.
Yeah.
Close enough. Yeah, no, I did not like the way that she described a couple of them. Not just Amun and Benjamin and Tia, but I was a little surprised as well to read in Siobhan's illustrated guide section. I mean, don't get me wrong, the racism we've already discussed and everything, and that's an issue with the Egyptian clan, and it's also an issue with the Amazonians, but which I don't feel right calling them Amazonians. I don't know why. But there's also the description of Siobhan is she was literally called in her village the big blacksmith girl who scared suitors off because of her height, strength, and profitable occupation. So she was a blacksmith.
We don't like women who can do shit
and
for
she
themselves.
was a big girl.
God.
And I was like, okay, talk about feminism. It's hilarious because Stephanie Meyer writes her like, oh, but she was actually very beautiful despite how large and muscly she was.
Who in this world isn't very beautiful? I'm just saying.
I just think
I would like them to turn a genuinely ugly person into a vampire and see if they actually look angelic or whatever.
Well,
afterwards.
Her whole story is kind of fucking crazy because one, Siobhan is the first canonical plus-size vampire we've met. And I just want to remind you guys that Edward, the first time he sees her, and he flashes back to that in Midnight Sun, he says something along the lines of, she was huge, but he doesn't say huge. She was a large woman, but she was aggressively feminine, and he didn't know where to look because she's curvy. But he literally says in the book, he's like, I didn't know where to put my eyes. He's like panicking about being attracted to her. No, literally.
Eyes up here, Edward.
But she's canonically beautiful.
Okay, Edward.
Despite, this is how Stephanie Meyer says it, not me. Despite how big she is, she's incredibly beautiful. And she is kidnapped by a Turkish vampire named Sankar, who desired unusual women for his harem. Which, of course, he's Turkish. Like, this lady loves her stereotypes, doesn't she? And he rapes her and turns her.
I'm pretty sure just about every woman in this book was raped at some point.
There's
or
a lot
attempted
of assault.
to rape.
Although, that doesn't actually make sense. Why would you do that? Because once you turn, then you're stronger than, correct? At that point, you're stronger than your older vampires. So why would you rape somebody and then give them the ability to kill you?
Yeah, she killed him.
Maybe he thought he could control her. But yeah, she did kill him.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Good for her. Okay.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, good for you, Siobhan. Yes, claps are all around.
Yeah.
If only we could do that in real life. If only we could do that in real life and be accepted.
No, it's crazy.
It'd be acceptable behavior.
I will say that Siobhan's backstory is interesting, but she's one of the vampires with the longest backstories. Alistair also has an incredibly long backstory that I will not be going into.
Because he's
unnecessary.
Character.
Yeah, he's not related.
He's there to be paranoid and be like, the Volturi are bad. Let me run away.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he's included in the story or why he gets such a long backstory, but Brittany, you and I were kind of discussing this briefly before Christy joined, but there are some vampires that have very long backstories, but if you notice, it's only a certain few of them compared to the others.
Yeah.
Although I would say Amun does have a long backstory.
Because he...
Yeah, but is it evil?
Yes.
He's like...
Because he's...
That's why.
Also because he's in opposition to the Volturi, I would say.
And they had to describe how Dimitri also fit in with him. And how he has this... He was one of the big covens before the Volturi took over. And ever since they did take over, he's been trying to oppose them in secret. And they've been like going, ooh, let me squish this ant real quick.
Yeah.
Wait, for Dimitri, though, Dimitri's gift is
tracking.
Mm-hmm.
Tracking people down.
He's the best tracker ever.
So, right. But quick, kind of off to the side question. Alice left, but can't he just track her down?
Yes.
Yes. That's why he's on Bella's hit list.
And Edward claims that he's going to kill Dimitri on behalf of Alice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another thing I wanted to note was Amun. I
think it's Amun in the audiobook.
So Amun is the vampire that turns Benjamin, which Benjamin is turned around 18.
Real quick, sorry, I have to say I keep picturing the guy from the movie and I really
is that
him.
Rami Malek? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rami Malek plays Benjamin in the movie, who I love, because Benjamin, as a vampire, is essentially the Avatar. Not Avatar the movies, Avatar the Last Airbender, because he can wield all of the 4 elements. And I'm like, hell yeah. I was like, okay, so you just turned the Avatar, no big deal. And I love Rami Malek.
Yeah,
he's
fine.
Great.
I thought it was interesting that he could manipulate fire as a human, and yet he wasn't burned at the stake for, like, magical powers.
Perhaps he burned everybody else first.
Fair.
No, I mean, he was being controlled by his uncle. And not that they probably didn't necessarily burn people at the stake in Egypt at that time. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, it was the right time period to be burning witches. Well, not necessarily. It was late enough to possibly include witches, but I don't think Egypt ever went through that phase or any of the...
Note to self, if there's ever witch burning, move to Egypt.
Well, maybe. But he's interesting because he gets to use all of the 4 elements, and I love that about him. I will not go into the detail of too many more because really it's unnecessary. However, I do want to mention the Amazon women.
Before we move on from the Egyptian coven, I want to point out that Kebi, Amun's wife or whatever mate, is literally a non-person.
Yeah, she doesn't speak at all.
And whatever he says goes, and she's just completely obedient to him. She has no personality, no thought processes, nothing. And Tia
is related to Benjamin.
Is related to Benjamin. And she was married at the time that he came for her, and she was just like, fuck my husband.
Well,
I'm gonna marry Benjamin.
She was sold off, according to the illustrated guide.
But she wasn't unhappy with it.
She was just like, yeah, it's whatever.
She just didn't love him.
Which I think is so interesting because considering Stephenie Meyer's upbringing, I'm like, okay, I'm surprised you wrote this in here. But I'm not surprised that they're related. She seems to enjoy that one.
Yeah.
Does say distant relation, but how far is distant?
Ew. Just ew. I mean, I know we're all kind of related if you get down to it. there's only so much DNA. But
not enough to be called related. You know what I mean?
No.
But I will say, so to wrap up the little bios of the new vampires, Zephrina and Senna are some of the most interesting characters in the books, and they are not even given much of a bio. And I think it's really a shame because they're interesting on the page. We get a lot of scenes with them. They help Bella train her gift because Zephrina is able to make people see illusions. She's able to make people see whatever she wants them to see. And they're
Rotting Apple loves her.
Yes. I mean, Renesmee loves her because she's able to make her see like fun animals.
She's like, pictures.
Although I thought she was too good for picture books.
Yeah, I know, right? And she's probably like, I've never been outside of this house and, this house and the cottage and whatever's in between. So I need to see more of the world. Please.
But we don't get a bio for them, but we do get a description, which is that they are faring, meaning untamed or savage, and they have long faces, long noses, long black braids, and they are like 6 feet tall. We don't know when they were turned. We don't know how old they are. We don't know anything about their lives. We just know that Kachiri is the one that turned them, as far as I understand. And Kachiri is not here. I just want to say, what's wrong with a long face and a long nose? As someone with
There's nothing wrong with the long face and a long nose.
Thank you, Christy.
Sorry, I didn't realize this was a Q&A, like a call out. My bad.
No. I'm just messing. But I was like reading it and I was like, so what's wrong with a long face and a long nose, huh? Said the girl with a long face and a long nose.
I don't know if I would describe you that way.
Really?
Yeah, I never thought about it like that.
But anyways, I just think they're really cool, and it's a shame that they didn't get any background in the books or in the illustrated guide. We also have, last but not least, Stefan and Vladimir. I do want to bring them up for a moment.
Really? Vladimir? The Romanian vampire? Yeah. Can we please have some creativity?
Oh, not just that, but Stefan from the Vampire Diaries and Vlad from the actual original Dracula.
Was Vampire Diaries before Twilight?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Was it not?
I don't think so. I can Google it real quick.
Oh, okay. So I guess I can't nail her for that. Maybe Vampire Diaries stole it from her.
Vampire Diaries first came out in 2009. The show. Let me check.
Okay, when did Breaking Dawn?
Breaking Dawn comes out.
Breaking Dawn came out
around 2009. Right?
Are you sure 2009? Because that was when I watched New Moon with Abby. It was in theaters. So
Breaking Dawn, the movie, came out in 2012. But
so see, she totally could have stolen it.
Let me check the books. Okay, the novel Vampire Diaries came out from 91 to 92. Yep.
Dang, yeah, that's first.
So, there it is.
Wait, 1991?
Yeah,
the book.
Yeah. Are we sure? I was in high school then.
That's what it says.
I don't think Twilight came out when I was in high school.
The Vampire Diaries.
We're not talking about the TV show. We're talking about the book. I'm confused.
What?
I'm talking about, Vampire Diaries, the book came out in 91 to 92.
And the TV show.
There's a book, Vampire Diaries?
Yeah, the TV show is based on the book.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
I did not know that.
The show comes out in 2009. Now, for Breaking Dawn, the book comes out in 2008, but the the Breaking Dawn, the movie, comes out in 2012. So they're both later than the original Vampire Diaries books.
Okay, so she could have taken it from that.
She could have. Yeah.
She could have.
She definitely could have.
Although she wouldn't have known how popular it would be.
Yeah.
Her bad.
But anyway.
But I mean, seriously about the Vlad thing.
Yeah.
Be more creative with the naming. Unless it's going to be Dracula.
How cool would that be?
There's other names. Vampires. Yeah.
Even Buffy had Dracula.
She did.
Mm-hmm. The real Dracula.
But it wasn't Vlad
the Impaler.
Dracula. Anyway.
By Tepesh
Yeah.
the Third.
Anyway.
Okay, so after they've met all of the vampires that say that they're here to help and support the Cullens, there is a scene where Bella is training her newfound shield technique, and they essentially get Kate to shock the fuck out of Edward.
It's great.
Because she says she needs better motivation than what Zafrina was giving her. Did I say her name right?
Yeah, because Zafrina could just use her illusion powers, and Bella could try to block those, but Kate thinks that Bella needs more incentive to learn faster.
Yeah, which, to be fair, she learned she had an ability and managed to progress it to projecting it from her
pretty
body
fast.
In a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Kate was a good teacher.
Vampire Bella she can do no wrong.
Yeah, of course. She's special.
Except for as a mother.
Oh, yeah. Well,
she's a suck-ass mother.
She's not Vampire Mother of the Year. She is not that.
Honestly, at this point, she should get her ticket to heaven revoked. Like, no. You have to actually take care of the kid.
All she had to do was push it out of her, well, she didn't even do that.
Her vampire cave. Yeah.
She didn't even do that.
Well.
Anyway.
But I do think it's there's a funny scene when Garrett is like, "Can I test it?" And Kate's like, "Are you sure you wanna?" Here you go. And he like puts his finger in the center of her palm and nearly he collapses.
It's great.
He's like, "Oh!"
And Kate's like, "Was that fun?"
That's how I picture it. Like tongue.
They were cute. I would like to see their books.
I know, right?
Yes.
I do remember reading this and being very fond of Garrett.
Both of them.
And liking the relationship between him and Kate. And if she's gonna write another book, I want to see their story.
There's so many characters in these books that would be fun to have little side stories about that she kind of neglects,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many of them, like Benjamin or like Siobhan or...
Yeah, but then she might fuck them up like Jacob.
Yeah, you never know.
Stephanie Meyer isn't going to write anything but a love story, so they already have mates.
Lame. Now, the last chapter that we get is the chapter where Bella goes to confront J. Jinx on behalf of Alice, who left her this very cryptic note in her book. And
which, if somebody fucking ripped a page out of my book, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. Which, a little rude, but...
Just saying.
I do want to say, first and foremost, I don't know how Bella figures that part out. Who to go see, what Alice wants her to do, all of that. I don't know how she figures that out, because maybe I'm stupid, but I would not put those things together personally. I need direction. Like, I'm so glad that Bella can just figure out what Alice wants, but I am not that kind of person.
I thought Alice wrote it down in her book where she had torn out the stuff.
Nope.
I thought that's where she wrote it down.
Just the name and the address.
Well, but she sent her where to go.
She didn't tell her what it was. She didn't tell her what she needed to do. She didn't say when. Bella just magically gets most of that right. She just kind of falls into it, which...
but she sent her to the wrong place.
She did.
Sort of. She sent her to the place that would give her the information about the papers. So that she would know that she was there to get false papers for her daughter and Jacob.
I'm pretty sure the lawyer would have asked that too, though.
But
it's just because Max, who is awfully chatty for someone that's supposed to be protecting a big killer boss.
When he brings in Bella, he sits her down and he says, what can I do for you? And the only reason she's able to say papers is because of Max.
Listen, Brittany, I feel like...
Listen.
You're making sense. And I don't like it.
But you are right. He is very chatty for somebody who is sitting in a very sketchy neighborhood doing criminal enterprising stuff.
Yeah.
But Bella arranges a visit with Charlie so that she can essentially pawn Renesmee off on Charlie with Jacob, who is also there, and Sue, by the way. Not Billy, though, because Charlie gets really weird about Billy coming over for some reason, some unspoken reason.
We all know the reason. We know the reason. He's in love. Yeah.
And then she's like, so they get to Charlie's house, and Bella's like, yeah, so I actually have to run some errands. And Jacob's like, what's going on? And she's like, I can't tell you. Like, she doesn't say that, but she's like, you know.
She's like, you know how good you are at keeping your thoughts to yourself? But is he really good about keeping his thoughts to himself? Because I'm thinking no.
Although that is funny that now she has to find a babysitter for both Jacob and Renesmee.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad.
But so she goes to like you said, she goes to see Max. And then after she speaks to Max and finds out about the papers, she goes to see Jay Jinx and she arranges for fake documents to be made for Jacob and Renesmee under the name Jacob Wolf and Vanessa Wolf. Great joke. Yeah. Great joke.
Yeah. It's cute. Totally cute. Nobody would ever guess that the Jacob werewolf is this new Jacob Wolf. Nobody would ever guess
Bella
that.
was like, he'll get a kick out of that. Like, girl, come up with something else. If you're going to give them fake identities, don't make it that close. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, at least, like, I know it'll suck, but change his first name.
That's my thought as well.
Who are they running from? Because Dimitri can track them regardless of what they changed their name to. So who are they running from?
She's convinced herself that she's going to kill Dimitri or Edward's going to kill Dimitri to protect her daughter. Yeah. That she'll be free.
I think what Bella, maybe I'm wrong. You guys tell me what you think. I think what Bella says is she's thinking in the event that we die, Edward and Bella die, but hopefully they take out a few people with them. In the event that they die, Jacob and Renesmee will be on the run for however long.
But who, I guess...
The Volturi.
I don't know who they're hiding from.
The Volturi.
Because...
The Volturi.
Well, I get that, but it's not like the Volturi check government records to see who has flown where. I mean, they've got their own ways of finding people.
Maybe they do.
I don't think it's going to be via a passport.
Maybe they do.
I would say that they may be able to do that. They have fake planes that go to places...
Yeah.
That are, planes that go to fake places and whatnot.
But I'm pretty sure that they're going to use other means to find people. But I would also like to point out, too, that she wasn't doing it in the event that they both died in the battle. She was doing it in the event Edward dies, in which case she has decided she's going to fucking follow him, leaving her daughter an orphan because she can't live without Edward. I swear to fucking God.
It's a terrible idea. Regardless.
It is. Yeah. It is. It's all fucked up.
She doesn't give a shit about her kid.
That's Bella for you.
But it's all for, I'm trying to pronounce that cough medicine.
Robitussin.
It won't come out. Robitussin. Yeah. It's all for Robitussin.
How did I know?
Oh, my God.
Ugh.
Yeah, that part really pissed me off with this. And like next section too.
Yeah, well, it's like, I get that it's romantic and it's fairy tale.
Is it, though?
I get it, but it's just like,
Then don't have a kid.
Yeah. I mean, this is the spoiler. This is the problem that with Rhys and Farah, right? At in ACOTAR, when they make their pact, it's like, girl, what are you doing? It ends up being a problem.
Yeah.
Don't do things like that if you are going to have children.
Not only that, though, the whole idea of dying just because somebody else died just is a waste. It's not romantic.
I feel like we wouldn't be missing that much with Bella gone.
Yeah. Live for somebody.
Maybe it'd be for the best.
Probably is better for Nessie anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like she's doing much anyway. Well, do we have any other thoughts?
last thing I wanted to say was we did talk about the vampires, but the way that they treated Jacob and the language that Stephanie Meyer used for that was he wasn't even a person.
He's a pet.
He was a pet.
He was a pet from that people treated from non-animal loving people.
They all ignore him like the Cullens pet dog. They're like, oh, a little wolf?
Yeah.
There were so many metaphors that she could have used or ways to say they ignored him. And she chooses another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no words. I just have no words.
Well, that, and then even for, was it the Romanians that literally sat there petrifying and they didn't move?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually don't understand what she means by that. The fact that I think what he's saying is like, we didn't do much for like thousands of years. We just let people wait on us hand and foot. And now.
And we grew fat.
We're like old, essentially. Yeah. They petrified.
Like it will just, they stayed literally in the same place, same time and just didn't, just.
Just so random.
What?
And now it's the Volturi's turn.
Yep.
Does that mean that if Bella and Edward ever got to that age that they would look like that? But apparently not.
Because they exercised.
There you go, people. Exercise so you don't
there you go.
Petrify and look papery and have blind eyes and whatever. Exercise will cure you all.
Exercise, don't petrify.
Oh, and why? Can we just talk about why do Zafrina and Senna only wear animal skins?
Because Stephanie Myers has this thing against animals. I swear to God.
I was thinking it's because she just cannot help herself with the stereotypes. She just cannot help herself.
That too.
Everyone else who is thousands of years old has figured out how to dress in a modern way, a semi-modern way at least. Like even Vladimir and Stefan, both of them.
They covered up that petrification.
Yeah. There's a line that says they wore modern clothes with like a hint at them being a little old fashioned. Why can't Zafrina and Senna have modern versions of, clothes that they wear to live wherever they live? Which, by the way, we still don't know because we don't have a bio.
Yeah. Did they fly in like that?
Yeah, apparently.
Because that would be like a big flag.
Because that wouldn't attract attention at all.
And
Not
if
at
they
all.
didn't fly in like that, then you're telling me they ran from South America across either the Yucatan Peninsula into the ocean up to Forks. Maybe they did. Shit, I don't fucking know. They can breathe underwater. Shit, they might have. They're faring, as they are described in the books. They're feral enough. Maybe they don't use airplanes. I don't fucking know. I just, really? I get it. It was a different time. But wow.
Yeah.
Also, Christy, when you said they covered up the petrified body, all I could picture was a petrified dick. I'm just saying. Why did you put that image in my head?
Oh my God. I like to picture it as a lever. Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher, you are a joy.
I don't know, but a petrified lever probably wouldn't unhook. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Be dicey. You might break that shit off.
Dust the cobwebs off.
Papery, thin.
And then they would have it in their hand and they would be trying to have sex like boop, 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 boop.
Oh my God. Cat hair.
Oh man.
This is Brittany's fault.
I'm sorry.
All right. Any last thoughts?
No, we're ending on
petrified dick. All right. We'll end there. We hope that you'll join us for next week's episode. We'll be discussing Breaking Dawn chapters 34 through 39, which is the finale. New episodes drop each week, and don't forget to check out last season's discussion on the Empyrean series, available now.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on social media. That like and follow are super important for us to continue to bring you new episodes each week, so please do so. You can also support us by joining us on Patreon. Thank you for listening to the Midnight Readers podcast. We'll see you next week.
Happy reading, listeners. Don't stay up too late.